What's going on, Pye Nation? How is everyone doing out there? Let's make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs up in the chat. Where is my chair? Oh, it's right there.
It's right here. There's another one in the corner.
No, that's okay. I'll stand.
Why did you take the chair,
Eric
Eric?
has
I was tired. I had to sit down.
You're tired.
He's came back down to Mother Earth.
I think you might need to get you a scooter.
Somebody should give him the boot.
Oh goodness.
Oh wait, he has a boot on. What happened, Eric? Why are you wearing a boot?
This toy store is like there's a steak in my boot.
You know,
all right.
It's a long story.
Forrest Cup, not Forrest Gump, but Forrest Gump said Cup.
What?
What are you
Forrest Cup said, "I can hear you loud and clear."
Forrest Cup.
Let me take this water down. We're not yet.
Hear you.
We're not yet sponsored. I haven't did a sponsorship with the water company yet, but we got a pretty cool sponsorship coming. I won't speak on anything though. Anyways, what's going on, Pye Nation? How is everyone out there? I'm glad you guys can see the energy here. If you guys are out there, I know you see Moon Force as well, but we'll talk about that here.
I kind of just wanted to make us all the same height. The chair helps out with that.
Well, you put height.
Height.
What's the word? What's the word you came up with earlier? It was
Automagically.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff on here. We got to
You'll all be saying it pretty soon.
We can't let them see all our secrets up here. All right, let's get rock and roll. I'm Devin, CCO here with Dev Team 6. Have to me on my right, your left, CTO. Tell them hello.
Hello, everyone.
Our CTO's name is Eric, by the way.
That's me today.
And to my left, your right, is a gentleman that is a mystery.
Mystery
he
man.
left and now he has returned. Mr. Spada. Bill, tell everyone hello.
Hi, Pye Nation.
Awesome. Well, we'll get rocking and rolling, jumping right in. Let's see. We have a gentleman over there that may want to come and provide us.
Trevor, you got good news? Trevor's got good news. Let's let Trevor do his thing before we drop the good. We need everybody on this AMA.
I'm also going to sit down to level everything here.
I guess I'll stay on with you so you won't be a loner.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Pye Nation. Happy to be with you guys on another AMA day. And I've got the winners, as I always do. So this week, Pioneers of the Week were, first off, Derek. Congratulations, sir. Thank you much. Number 2, Lucid King. Thank you, sir.
Lucid.
Number 3, Wooden Saucer. Back at it again.
Wooden
Thank you kindly, sir. All right, moderator of the week this week is going to be Gamba. Gamba, thank you much, sir. All of our moderators go above and beyond, but Gamba, thank you much. Really appreciate you. All right, and then last week's Pye Day Friday winners, which I believe the hashtag for that was Pye Troopers, right? Pye Troopers?
Pye Troopers.
Right. All right. First Pye Day Friday winner is going to be Nick Pyman. Thank you very much, sir.
Nick, Patty Wax. Give a dog a bone.
Loved your tweet.
That's what I'm talking about.
Number 2, and this is a repeat person. We got Camille Jose Valle. Thank you very much, sir. Happy to have you back. And then number 3, and I practiced this just a little bit. Agenga Tanqueray. There we go. Glad to have you back.
That's some practice right there.
Awesome. Those are the winners. And then really quickly, a shout out. Dark Money Dan, it's his birthday. He is 83 years old today. Congratulations, sir. You old fossil you. And then a quick shout out to the Pye Token people. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. We have a lot to tell you today.
Awesome, Trevor. Thank you for kicking over my water.
I'll see you guys next time.
Awesome. Great job there, Trevor. Awesome stuff. All right, I'll welcome back these two gentlemen. One will definitely take longer than the other one, but, you know, he's slowly but surely hopping his way over here. And they aren't moving yet, so. Awesome. Well, you know what? The good thing is I can always improvise. So what's going on, Pye Nation? I hope everyone's doing well out there. Yeah, you want me to improvise? There's going to be some fireworks on this damn thing right now. So, awesome. We'll get rocking and rolling. You know what? Should we just get right to it?
Yeah, we should.
Why wait? Let's just get right to it. We got some exciting news, so let's break it to them.
So, do we want to ask questions after I reveal?
I don't have any questions.
Well, the questions are right here.
Oh, other people's questions.
Okay, so, Pye Nation, we have official news that we are going to be dropping for you. Today, you are going to be finding out a little bit about our transition that is going to take place here in the very near future. We will walk you through it first. We will then As you can see, we've already prepared the nice little documents here that explain.
Awesome job, Farron.
The,
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Miss Farron has done the honors of putting this together to make sure that we can put this out there. It actually has the six-step process that walks you through how you're going to transition.
You know they'll pause and zoom in, so.
Oh, yeah. And so we'll walk through this really quick. We'll be announcing a lot of very interesting information. And then obviously, possibly, depending on time constraints, we will try to get into live chat either this evening or sometime tomorrow to answer additional, give you guys all the pertinent information that you guys have been waiting for such a long time. So first and foremost, transition. The transition will start on November 15th. So you're familiar with that date. So mark that date in your calendars. We will officially transition on November 15th. The symbol will be Pye, P-Y-E. The token name will be Pye, P-Y-E. The total circulating supply, circulating supply will be 10 billion.
Not the circulating supply. The
I'm
total
sorry,
supply.
total supply.
supply will
I
be 10 billion.
apologize. Circulating will be much less. So total supply 10 billion. Circulating will be less. We will be burning the 3.23 billion that we currently have burned. We will most likely have more than that burnt when we actually do the transition. Just coming from tokens that are still in the contract, tokens that that we have from doing the extraction for the donation, which is actually going to happen right after this AMA. We are going to be giving the money to Action Against Hunger. Thanks for BNB going up in value. That will help us exceed the 50,000 mark, we believe, when we make that donation here this evening. So I hope you guys are proud and excited about making another donation. One of the most exciting parts about the new token is the tokenomics. So let's get started on the tokenomics.
All right.
So you guys can hear a little bit about how the new token will work. So for buyers, people buying the token, there will be 0% fees.
Zero fees.
Zero
Donuts.
fees.
Oh my
Goose
God.
egg.
For sellers, there will be 0 fees.
Zero
Another goose egg.
fees.
For transfers, there will be 0.
There are no fees.
Well, with us getting ready, with Pye getting ready to release the core platform called Pye Swap, all of the transactions and the fees, revenue will all be drive through the actual platforms themselves. With Wallet coming out, obviously it's a mini version of Venmo. That will also be able to generate revenue for us to be able to, one, reflect, as you guys know, and two, be able to use for future development of the actual platforms themselves within the ecosystem of Pye. So we're very excited about that. You guys should get excited about that. So that being said, the transition of tokens to new tokens, we will be maintaining the weight of ownership. So we will maintain the exact tokens, and the way that you have now will actually transition over based on what's currently in the total outstanding. The D-app will launch on 11/15. The idea is you will be connecting your wallet. It'll show your balance of your current Pye tokens. It'll then show the number of new Pye tokens you'll receive. You'll click on claim. You'll authorize the transaction, and then during the transaction, it'll send new tokens to your wallet, and then it'll burn the old Pye tokens to the burn wallet within the burn of Pye token, basically, the old cream Pye token. We will be updating the existing platforms via Cscan, CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, all of our Twitter, our Facebook, our Instagram. And then the other very exciting piece that we need to make sure you guys understand, two things. One, the price obviously will immediately go up obviously, because there's a whole lot less in terms of total supply, as well as circulating supply. We anticipate a new price based on yesterday's close. We call it close. It's our end of day. Yesterday, we would have closed at, with the new token and the new tokenomics, we would be at approximately 0.0005. Those of you that want to know, or 006, somewhere in the 5-6 range. But those of you that want to know what that means, if Pye hits 1 penny, which is very doable from that mark, Pye at a penny would be a $100 million market cap. Pye at 2 cents would be a $200 million market cap. Pye at 10 cents would be $1 billion. Pye at $1 would be a $10 billion market cap. So I hope you guys kind of understand that and know that the price will no longer have as many zeros as it currently does. So we're actually very excited about the fact that the price will be in a more serious note for a lot of holders, and as possible investors are looking at the project itself, they will understand a little bit more about how the project isn't looked at as more of a meme token, as more of just another BSC token. It'll be looked at as a serious project, especially with PieSwap coming out. When we drop PieSwap and we've got Wallet and all the other pieces come together, and then the version 2 of our charts program that will come out.
Platform.
And then the ad platform that will also be driving revenue as well for the project. Looking at this next part, exchange percentage, do you know what that part means?
What is it?
I mean, I wrote it, but I honestly can't tell you what I was putting in here. Exchange percentage.
Sure, I do know what it means, Bill.
Okay.
That's the age-old question
Okay.
of
Oh.
percentage of total supply now versus
Do you want
percent.
to?
No,
Do you want to have that one?
I do not.
Okay.
I want you to have that one.
So currently, and we'd be happy to talk to anybody about this, if they have any additional
Absolutely.
questions. But
Yeah.
there really is no creative way for us to print additional tokens. Or obviously, we know there has been a inflation, as people of sorts know that with the era of the contract. There's the 5% that should be redacted from the transaction that hasn't been redacted from transactions. The good news is, from the beginning, that has been happening the entire time. That is not something that nobody that is a holder currently today or anybody from day one has experienced the same benefit or 5% benefit than everybody else that's also been a holder or participated in the project for Pye. Therefore, unfortunately for us, we can't just print additional tokens, because we'd have to go to 13 billion or even 16 billion to try to come up with those extra tokens. There is no way for us to change the percentages of how that works. Just because when we burn the tokens, the only other thing we could do, which when it comes to Pye and PieSwap, we are going to use those marketplace rewards for the people that are staking on PieSwap for other reasons. So we can't just extract the 1 billion that is set aside for marketplace rewards, and we can't extract the additional pieces as well. So the only way for us to do it is to take the current outstanding supply and then obviously prorate it based on that number. If we were to do it any other way, we'd have to actually print additional tokens in order to try to offset it. But even when you do that, it doesn't percentage-wise, it still comes out the exact same. No matter how we spin it, no matter how we try. And we're happy Trevor will spend some time with the community after this AMA, walking through that with you guys, because he and I and Eric have spent a pretty decent amount of time trying to rack through how we would get this done. But we absolutely feel that this is the only true outcome that we can come up with, because you can't, in order for us to do that, we'd have to extend the circulating, our total supply. And by extending the total supply, it just keeps adding equally to the same, because those additional were based on a 5% benefit that came from non-extracted fees. Those actually do go up to the certain current number that we have, and everybody has had that same benefit. So at this point, we can't just go back and remove the 5% from everybody, or even the reflections they got off that 5%, or any of the other things, because it's across the board. It's everybody that has participated.
Well, the most basic portion of it is you own a percentage of the total supply, and you will own that same percentage of the new total supply. I mean, that's just down to the nuts and bolts of it.
True, and we will be burning. There will be more burnt of the new token than there will be of the current, which will obviously help with getting everybody pretty close to equal for what they believe they should have, but also take into consideration the 5% benefit that some of you have received, as well as the reflections on that 5% benefit.
Not some, everybody.
Everybody has received. Just keep those things in mind as well. As we move forward, though, the other big announcement, and we can talk about that with Trevor or anybody later if you guys have questions. We're happy to have that conversation with anybody, just to keep everybody and make sure everybody is understanding and very much bought in on that, because we are a community token. We want to continue to be a community token, and that's our goal. We do have an announcement to make, though. The new website, the V2 website, will have a URL that we're about to announce. We feel so strongly about the Pye ecosystem, where we're going with it, now that we have pretty much confirmed our new technology that's built into Pye Swap, and everything that we are bringing to the table that we believe changes everything in the crypto space when it comes to the Pye Swap router re-engineer, so to speak, of what we're doing.
I think we should announce this later.
No,
Okay.
no, it's already done.
It is done.
So we have officially acquired Pye.net, N-E-T. We are very, we believe very strongly that is a great domain name for the Pye project to live on, for the Pye ecosystem to be branded behind, and for us to continue forward with building a name in the crypto space, building out more awareness to the project. We are no longer going to be referred to as Pye Token. We are not going to be referred to as Pye anything besides Pye. We want our tokenomics with 0% fees to be treated very similarly to what the actual blockchains or coins are treated as. Leave zero barriers and leave zero issues when it comes to trying to get on exchanges. Exchanges will, believe it or not, just pick up the token and add it to the exchanges because it doesn't have any tokenomics anymore. It's a huge benefit to not only the holders, but also to get more and more people involved in the project. And then obviously when we open and release Pye Swap, we will be releasing Pye on Pye Swap. It will not be released on Pancake Swap. It will be released on Pye Swap. The liquidity will be moved over to Pye Swap. Those of you that are wondering what happens with the locked liquidity and if there's any gap in days, we will relock the liquidity if there's a day or two or three or a week or whatever the time frame is. We will relock the liquidity, and then once we are ready to move it over and do the full transition, which we're targeting the 15th of November for, we will then unlock and we will move the liquidity and stake the new token with the liquidity, the current liquidity on Pye, and we will move forward as Pye. So any questions on that, let us know. We will now get into, do you want to read me the questions, Eric?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
He's got them right
I
there.
can take the tech ones. Why don't you read me the tech ones?
Okay. Will we be able to swap Pye for the Moonforce token at IDO?
No. You won't be able to swap Pye for Moonforce token at the IDO.
Okay.
Do you want maybe Maybe you can expound on that.
Well, currently we will be marrying the Moonforce token on Pye Swap with BNB. So we're not gearing up to do a multiple token swap for pre-sale of Moonforce. So when it does happen, it will be people swapping BNB for the pre-sale for Moonforce. One thing we don't want to do is actually end up with a amount of Pye that then we either have to burn or we'd have to do something with to be able to support those projects. So it's better if we go with BNB at this time. But that doesn't mean that in the future, Moonforce on Pye Swap won't be married with a pairing for Pye. That very much will potentially happen with a liquidity that is married for Pye. The next question is, if Pye Swap releases as planned at the end of October and before the migration, will liquidity still be locked at PancakeSwap? What exactly will there be to swap on Pye Swap?
Well, as far as the Pye Swap releasing, yes, we are definitely planning on that releasing before the migration of Pye. So liquidity itself will be locked until the migration day. I mean, I think it unlocks earlier, but I believe we're going to just relock it until that day that the migration actually happens. So Pye Swap will function just like any other swap. Tokens can easily launch a liquidity pool on Pye Swap and trade on Pye Swap. But when we do the migration with Pye will launch on Pye Swap itself. So that's how that will happen.
Will Pye Swap be a very eye-appealing website? Any UI designer in charge of it so we can compete with the likes of Sushi, PSC, and Uniswap?
Absolutely. We did spend a lot of time. Farron was involved in that project for the design, so if you don't like it, just let her know. I'm just kidding. Don't let her know. There's a whole team of designers that we employed to do the Pye Swap. I believe that we released a couple of snippets earlier on Pye Swap, and we can drop some more this week on Pye Swap so you can see exactly what it's going to look like. But absolutely, we want it to be professional and eye appealing as well.
Okay, this next one, any news if Pye Swap will be postponed to let migration happen first? We just said that we are launching on Pye Swap. So no, we don't believe Pye Swap will be delayed. We do believe that we will be done before the 28th, 29th of next week with our testing internally and making sure everything is the way that we need it. We do believe there is a chance, obviously, that we will test and make sure everything is good, and the early first week of November officially launch the platform, and then everybody, and we're talking not a beta, but to the public. And then at that point, we will then gear up to do the full migration on the 15th of November. And we will be launching, there are a couple of other tokens that we are in talks with, as well as some of the Launchpad tokens that we are already having conversations with to launch onto Pye Swap as well in the early part or early stages of November.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
You want to hit me with these? Okay.
Would it be possible to have tax-less swaps using the Pye Swap app for swapping between DevTeam 6 products? Example of swap Pye to mini Doge.
It is possible. I mean, we could whitelist and make
Pye
those.
will be taxless for
Yeah,
sure.
Pye is already taxless at this point, but and it will be. But for us to do that amongst all the different tokens, let us look into that and see if that's something we can implement. But we'll definitely put that into consideration.
Yeah. Have we planned to stop trading in PancakeSwap before we transition from old Pye to new Pye? I'm asking this because there's a difference in the number of Pye displayed in the wallet versus BSC. It takes a week for BSC to show the correct value. Moreover, if trading is kept open during transition, buying in old contract during transition leads to a lot of issues.
So the old contract, when we do the transition, when we pull the liquidity, it will not be tradable anymore. The actual tokens that are in there, the 100 and some trillion, I think, that's married into PancakeSwap's pool, will be automatically burned. And then the BNB will be moved over to the new staking pool that will take place on PySwap, therefore leaving the PancakeSwap trading market unusable at that point. That way, if someone still currently has Pi tokens that they need to transition, they can. If they have those locked, I think there's one or two that have locked up their tokens.
Yes.
For whatever reason. Obviously, we'll work with you on those.
You bet.
Because we do believe that that's something that will be important for us to be able to do. But we will definitely make sure that you guys get to make the transition successfully. We will be reaching out, Devin will be reaching out to the exchanges that we are currently trading on, letting those exchanges know that there's a transition from one contract to the other, and to update not only the name but also the contract and the trading tokens that are trading on that exchange, and also send a notice to any of the wallets that are on those exchanges for holders on those exchanges, letting them know to transition and give them the link for transitioning their existing Cream Pie token to the new Pi token. Those markets for the existing Cream Pie token will no longer trade. We will have a new market that will have liquidity for the new token, and those will be tradable moving forward. And when we update CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, it is our understanding that we are updating the contract info. We are also going to be changing the name, and as well as making sure that the description of the project is all up to date and everything is accurate, as well as obviously the website, any of the social usernames that have changed from currently what they are, Cream Pie, to Pi, or it may be Pi ecosystem and some social networks, just depending on what's available and what we're going to run with.
Great. You told us in an AMA 2 weeks ago that you were shooting to have a video by the end of last week explaining all the details of the upcoming migration. Will that be coming soon?
Surprise, we did it live. Yay, we did it live.
There you go.
So yeah, we will take a more definitive approach and give you something that's maybe not live, to just walk through this one more time and maybe drop that this week. So for those of you that didn't make it to the AMA or weren't able to see it from the AMA, then we will be able to give you guys that information to spread around to all the rest of the Pi Nation and show them everything that they're going to need to know about it.
You got it. Has the team considered the new Pi contract having an auto boost like Mini Doge?
We would have considered it 100%.
We did consider it.
We did consider it.
Yes, we did.
But with us wanting to be a serious project and be taken seriously and be given more focus on the actual product platform releases and things that we're going to be doing for a true utility of the Pi token. I keep saying Pi token, or the Pi project, we'll call it. For us to have that happen, we feel very strongly about 0% fees and 0% tokenomics. So therefore, that really excludes us being able to do an auto boost.
Yeah.
But yeah, good question, but obviously that's not in the cards.
Not in the cards.
Yeah.
All right, tokenomics. For those that didn't complete the migration from old Pi to new Pi on time, will she still be entitled for tokenomics on transactions done on the new Pi? Likewise, for those that have to swap to the new Pi, will they be entitled for transactions done on the old Pi?
So the good news is on the new Pi, there isn't a tokenomics, so to speak, to miss out on, except for the obvious, the reflections and things like that are coming from the actual the platforms themselves. When it comes to the actual old Pi, it is frozen, so there shouldn't be any benefit that will take place when it comes to the old tokenomics.
Trading will stop.
Yeah, for anybody that currently holds it. So nobody will be missing out on any volume of any sorts when it comes to the old Pye either.
Yeah. All right, so a lot of projects have benefits for top holders, airdrops for top 1,000 holders, that sort of thing. Any plans?
No, we obviously
That's
have
an Eric answer.
we obviously have plans for different things, different ideas that we've come up with, and I hate to say this, but we're so focused on getting stuff done that we do want to get to that point. So Trevor will put together some ideas or gather some ideas from the community. And then we will take a look at those ideas, do full consideration on any proposition, and then we will make a decision and what's best for the actual community and the token or the Pye project in and of itself, so that way we are very much strategically aligned with the future and where the Pye project is going.
All right. Can we have a pre-sale for a Moonforce for OG Pye holders that have held through the storm? A lot of us didn't get in on Mini Doge, but all these pump and dumpers did. There was a private sale on Mini Doge. This would show the community the love that you have for us, maybe king and above. A lot of questions about Moonforce for a Pye AMA.
Yeah, there is. Yes, so this is definitely something your Spartan, Mr. Trevor, is highly pushing towards me and Eric and the rest of the team to try to give you.
He's ruthless.
He is ruthless. He is definitely propositioning and championing the idea of us doing some sort of whitelist or some sort of pre-sale or something for the Moonforce from Pye holders, mostly the OG Pye holders, as well as obviously the mods. And I got to tell you guys, just being very transparent, we 100% understand it, and we are very much in interests that align when it comes to that. We just need to sit down before we release the final schematics of the pre-sale for Moonforce, and make sure that we have everything accounted for in the actual allotments. And then, obviously that is in full consideration, and that will be applied within that conversation when we allocate out those numbers.
Yeah. All right, again, whitelist for OG holders on all future projects. You said Pye is the sun. Everything is powered by it. You have the power to bless us with opportunities for our loyalty. Will you please?
That is absolutely aligns with our interest. Is we're all about community, we're all about people, and
You want everybody
obviously
to win.
loyalty. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to the rest of the community, and obviously the people that we impact as we move forward with these projects. Not only the people who currently are a part of it, but the future people that will get engaged down the road. So we're definitely going to figure out something. We've heard everybody loud and clear.
Yes, we have.
Loud and clear. And we feel very strongly that we agree. We unfortunately have not taken the time to really outline exactly what that would be or how that would work. So
Can we blame that on Trevor?
we can blame that on probably tech. Building tech.
Yeah, that is.
It is definitely a very, very long, everyday process that seems to be just a freight train that you get on and you never get off.
You don't.
And it just keeps going. So,
People will be absolutely amazed at how many projects are in the works.
how many projects like Fulion are waiting for Moonforce to launch? Oh, that's a wonderful question.
There it is, a wonderful question. We've heard from more people today on that, actually.
Yeah, so I've actually taken some one-on-one meetings with developers, with other devs that are doing projects. I've had a few of those already, and it seems like I'm getting these requests 2, 3, 4 times a day at this point. And I think the people who truly are hearing two things. One, they're hearing what PySwap and our re-engineering of the actual router system is going to be. People who are catching on to that are absolutely elated for the idea of getting onto PySwap and launching their token project onto PySwap. And obviously Moonforce will be the only platform that they'll be able to do that. So we do get a lot of people asking when it comes to that. I had a dev on, what was it, Friday? I thought, Devin, remember that call on Friday?
Yep.
I think they said it themselves, this is game changing.
It is.
And we walked them through, we have them sign NDAs, but we walked them through the entire features and functions of Moonforce. And I think they really were expecting it to be maybe a little better than a Launchpad, and then obviously the Pye swap stuff. But when they found out all the features, functions, and everything that it's going to offer to people and how it's going to work, we've had a lot of people really exciting. And their words, not mine. I wish I would have recorded it for you guys, but it was definitely, this is going to be game changing.
It is. If you're not ready, get ready, Pye Nation.
Yeah, Pye swap is going to very much be the next step for, and it's not even just a next step because we say how exciting this new router system is, but if there's any developer out there that actually is hearing what we're saying when we say how reverse engineering the router is going to change the health of your project, it would leave zero, and I hate to say it, zero reason for anybody to use any of the other swapping mechanisms, whether it be Pancake or it be any of the other ones, simply because you wouldn't be doing what's in the best interest of your holders. You wouldn't be doing what's in the best interest of the health of your project and the future of what you're looking to accomplish within whatever utility it is that you're trying to build out for your holders. So we're feeling good about it. I can't really answer the exact number of projects or how many. I can tell you that there's a lot. Because
and actually, it's surprising because we haven't solicited any.
We have not solicited any. But I can tell you when I say a lot, it is overwhelmingly way more than we've ever expected before we even launch the website or the features or functions.
There's no website.
There is no website. Well, we have
We'll get that fixed.
We have the website. We just haven't launched it yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we're gonna make sure we get Pye swap out. The wallet was the focus, and then once that's all done, we know we can launch Moonforce onto Pye swap, and that will be its home. And then obviously all the projects that come off of Moonforce will go on to Pye swap. So. We're very excited about where that's going to go and where that's going to lead not only the Pye Nation, what that means for Pye Nation, where that helps Pye Nation really build an ecosystem that is really a plug and play when it comes to crypto, when it comes to just looking at the overall basis for launching pre-sale tokens and seeing these projects come live. These other ones leave way too much on the table when it comes to protecting the people who are participating, when it comes to vetting them, when it comes to really making sure that they're KYC'd, that they have the correct way of having recourse on some of these that are true rug pulls. Or even not a true rug pull, but maybe a backdoor rug pull like some of these projects have done where they're selling team tokens and continuously doing some things that are not what they say they were doing in terms of the project when they're selling on top of trying to get people to buy, that type of thing. So we're very, very excited about what it also does from a transparency perspective, what Moonforce is going to bring to the space. And so you combine that with Pye swap and the mechanism of what's going on with the router, and we're super excited.
It's going to be an exciting November.
We are super excited. When we said that we are going to do something that is going to change crypto or it's going to disrupt crypto, those of you that have sat around and said, well, wait a minute, where is it? What is it? You haven't done it yet. Why has it not happened yet? Those of you that have stuck through, been loyal to us, and believed that we would do something that would absolutely affect crypto in a dramatic way, it's coming. Pye swap is going to be when you see what we've been talking about this entire time. So. Yep. Very excited about where we're going.
Super excited.
It's so fun. So fun. So,
All right.
that being
That's all
said,
we've got.
Pie Nation, I don't see any additional questions
either.
here.
Nothing coming up.
If there is any,
chat.
obviously Trevor will be on live chat in about 10 minutes waiting for all of you.
That's right.
He is going to spend however long it takes because he loves Pie Nation.
He does.
He is a Pie Nation.
Even has the tattoo.
He does. He is a for life guy. So those of you that want to get whatever information, questions asked, things of that notice. So I see something on here. It says, I see tokens leave my wallet every couple of days. This adds up to a significant amount. Could it be that the contract is deleting the extra tokens I've received throughout the purchases? So whoever sent that, please send your wallet number to Kyle. If you'll send your wallet number over to Trevor, that would be
We'll check it
helpful
out.
so we can dig into it and see what exactly is going on there. But we are very, very excited about the transition. So we will make sure any of you that have real serious questions or concerns or any of that, listen, we're all in this together. We truly are. We are all going to do what's right for everybody involved. Those of you, just so you understand, one, the good news that you guys can find out, you can see this on the blockchain, none of the Pye team or none of our team have sold tokens from any of the initial wallets. We had to actually, it was a fair launch, so we had to buy our own tokens on the market ourselves. Two, we are holders just like you. So however this transition takes place, however it weighs out, however it is completed, done, and handled by, we all are on an equal weight. We are all equalized in the same sense. So this doesn't change for us versus you or any of that. It's all of us together. We are in this together. We are going to take Pye and continue to develop the swap mechanism above and beyond. So as we move forward, PieSwap will be doing NFTs. It will be doing all the other pieces and all the other, obviously, the staking and the farming.
ETH chain coming out next.
ETH chain. Okay, I didn't say it. Eric did. I was holding that for after we launched PieSwap.
PieSwap's got 3 legs.
Well, it's got more than 3.
Well, it's got 3 initial legs.
Yeah, initial
BSC
legs.
chain first, which is
Right.
coming up here in a couple weeks. ETH chain next, and then the cross chain after that. So,
And then Cardano and
then we'll start adding other chains.
the rest of them. Yeah. Okay, so Pye Nation, thank you everybody. We appreciate you. Just know that we're in this together. We're moving together. We'll get more information out. We'll drop these wonderful Farron-esque graphicals that she put together so you guys can see them and you can share them. Please, Trevor is going to be at your beck and call for the next few hours. So if you need him, he will be there. He will be managing the room. He will be on live chat. So if you need anything, let him know. If he doesn't have the answer, he'll get the answer. We will still be here. Eric and I will still be wrapping up some things for some of the tech. And thanks again, guys. We appreciate you. Have a good night.
Good night.